Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
What's up? MME is back, and I got problems. I spent money I didn't have, $50 to see Melons on the internet, and it's riches. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? We're going to show the proof. I just couldn't resist. I love Amico so much. And you know what? Screw Saggy Melonz. Cancel Saggy Melonz. She's taken my place. I don't even make the shill charts anymore. Brumman, RJ, I don't even take
in Saggy's defense, you actually have to make a video to get on the shill charts.
I've made Amico videos. This is what this is.
Saggy makes more.
I spent $50. I'm wearing the merch. I got plans, brothers and sisters. So
see, Saggy understands.
Don't worry. This is not just Amico talk, chat. I have movie talk planned. I just couldn't resist. I'm gonna have to stream more to make up for the money because I'm broke as a joke, and I still did it. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. There's no, yeah. We were talking a little bit behind the scenes. We're like discussing, there's a lot better OnlyFans and other things you can do to support on the internet than this.
You could have bought a video game.
Why is, oh, God damn it. I could have got Ratchet and Clank. Not all the way. Oh my God. Was it worth it? Now I'm really second guessing me. Yeah, cancel Saggy Melonz. She's taking my place. She does my type of vid better than I do. And then she's taking my place in the show, the cult community. I can't even get mentioned anymore. It's all Saggy Melonz. Saggy Melonz. They call her what else do they call her?
Well, she's got more charisma than you. You can't keep up. You got.
Oh, what the?
Wow. I do like Reyes' comment though, where Reyes says that Max looks like he's about to drop the most fire mixtape of 2021. He does look like a rapper. He looks like
yes, he does. We're getting Mad Max dancing, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't sing. All right, Nicotina's here. Listen, I don't show for super chats, but if anyone wants to support in the future in this next month, I'm gonna have to do more streaming. I've screwed myself. In 5 minutes.
You got to see some man boobs out of it, so I suppose it wasn't all for naught, but still.
All right, so let me say this, Rich. I'm gonna send him this video. He probably will not watch. He thinks I'm just a troll. I am a troll. I do want clout. Saggy is not a clout chaser. The truth is revealed. Mad Max is a clout chaser. I want all that clout. I want all that Reviewtech clout. And I want to face you about the Amico. I want to get all that clout. Okay.
We want to be all over those hairy melons.
I am jealous of Saggy Melonz, even though I have some. You see. Yes, that's why I have to come back to the internet. I'm jealous of Saggy. She's getting all that Amico.
It's all Saggy's fault.
Even Rich loves Saggy Melonz.
Thank you, Saggy.
Yes, I did. We're gonna watch. Oh, thank you, Rhea. Thank you for the support. I have to get back to the first one. Kevin Street, I have to have on. Kevin Street's a legit dude, just a good friend. I know Brian's talked to him a little bit in the past. Checked out his channel. He does independent comic. He reviews independent comics. Legit dude we want to have on the show. Max looks like he has a skinny neck. No, I don't. I need to. Did I get fired from? No, I didn't get fired. Why would you say that? No, I'm just broke. I just spend too much on the internet. I do stupid stuff with my money. That's the problem. Here's the proof. You'll see the proof. Glad to see you back. Thanks, Freya. See, Nicotina's only here for Saggy. She's not going to be here tonight.
Wait, Nicotina, that's the case. How come I don't see Saggy Melonz in the Nicotina show?
I am a true supporter. I have the shirt, Saggy. I'm just jealous. I need Saggy's clout. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm not bullying you. Let's get back to Rich. This isn't all about you like all the other streams, Saggy. This is about Rich.
The clout balance has shifted.
This is about the Rich Reviewtech USA. Let's go to where he reads my super chat. And you know what, Rich? Respect for reading it. But goddamn, talk about some fake enthusiasm. My jaw was not on the floor with your delivery, Rich. It was pretty bad. You know, it was not Finnegan Fox enthusiasm like I asked for. I do not think I got my money's worth, Rich. I'm pretty disappointed. You know, I'm glad you read it. But this was not Finnegan Fox enthusiasm reading my super chat. And that's what I asked for. The customer is usually right. Oh, Nicotina? Well, you need Nicotina, you need her clout. So get in line. No, just kidding. Nicotina, we love Nicotina.
Wow.
Go something,
See,
Nicotina.
no, the reason why Saggy turned Nicotina down is because Saggy thinks she's too good for Nicotina now. Now that she's about to get monetized and everything, she thinks she's all hot now.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
man.
she gets more views than I do. She's legit. Which she should. She deserves it. I'm not complaining. Don't think you already. All right, let's get back to enough about. You see what happens? It's all about Saggy.
Yeah, she took
All
over.
right.
She's not even
All
here.
Yeah. All right.
Is this going to get us demonetized?
No, it's
Looking
just,
at him.
I mean, it's not. It's not. You know, that's another discussion.
That was a dude not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, I fast forward to where he took the shirt off because that was because of me.
I mean,
I
did to take my shirt off, man. You didn't have to spend $50, dude. Like,
well, I did it because you're not trash talking the Amico, and everyone's saying attacking the credibility of Amico fans. So I just wanted to have some fun and troll Rich from Reviewtech USA, which I am a long-time sub, Rich. I'll let you know this. I only know about Matt Jarbo because of you, Rich. It's the truth. Let's go. Yeah. She is gonna. She is. Yes. You already got too much clout, Saggy. We need your clout. We need Saggy Melonz clout. Okay. All right. Let's get to. And then I have some movie topics planned. All right. So let's get full screen for this beautiful man on the internet.
Yeah, Sambuca, like Gatorade, and then I just
actually
all over the place.
I might have to do full screen.
Tell me TYT is always right. Always. They're never wrong about anything ever.
Oh, dude. What
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some Saggy Melonz.
Yeah!
And please with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm.
Yes!
Show us on the floor. Oh God, I see what you did there. You son. I like Saggy Melonz.
Oh, there you go.
And she's on Twitter. She's cool.
Was that worth it?
She's nice.
Okay.
You know, and people are giving her shit, and no one should give her shit. You
know,
it's a fucking console. Look, if you love the console, you want to love the console.
All right,
love it.
All right. All right. Now I want to rewind that again to get my money's worth because that delivery did not do it. Was that Finnegan and Fox enthusiasm, RJ? You know the Finnegan. No, you know, like our pal, DJC Studios.
Mm-hmm.
He says his jaw was on the floor. That was not.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some Saggy Melonz. And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm, my jaw is on the floor. Oh God, I see what you did.
He gave a chuckle.
I like Saggy Melonz though. If you're talking
about he took my $50. This is how much clout Saggy has. He took my $50 only to talk about how much Saggy Melonz is great, only to talk about how great she is, and then he dodged the last. You dodging me, bro? Do you even Mad Max, bro? Rich, because the last part of the super chat was, are you going to bring on this madman to talk about the Amico? Completely ignored to talk about Saggy. All right. Saggy is no, she's lovely. We all bring on the melons. That's what we say. And make sure you're specific because it could be those. It could be Reviewtech Melonz. I think we all prefer the Saggy, the OG Saggy Melonz, You don't know what you walked into. Yeah, we don't know either. But I will throw just slightly more heat on Rich before we go to movie topics because it was driving me nuts being on vacation, watching all the fun, and I couldn't join in. Because Rich, and I still want to debate you, bro. I'm probably going about it in all the wrong ways. Like I should take notes from Saggy. I don't need to be on your stream. I want to be on your stream, Rich. I want to be on your stream, Rich.
Listen. All you need
I
to
am
do.
not Saggy Melonz. I am a freaking clout chaser. I want to debate you on the Amico, and I want to make the goddamn list. I'm not on any. I'm not on any.
Listen, all you need to do.
I'm not on any. I spent $50. I don't have.
Listen, Matt. Listen, dude.
All right.
All you
Okay,
need.
there may be more super chats. Did I miss any?
I
think I missed
don't
one.
think so.
I think I missed one.
No, I don't
Oh,
think
I
so.
didn't see-
Okay.
No.
Okay. Right. All right.
I was just gonna say all you need to do is have Matt Jarbo on and just make Matt Jarbo tag Rich randomly of your Twitter, and that's all I got to do.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Matt Jarbo, too, because I'm not on the perfect time to bring me back to YouTube. He's tagged Rich. I would have came back in a second. If Matt, he has my number. If Matt Jarbo says, "Hey, Rich said he would have you on," didn't even include me. That's how irrelevant. That's why I have to come back, because I'm losing all my clout. I'm losing my clout.
You had Clout?
I had a little.
Man,
I had a little. Now I get ignored. Who am I looking at? Rich for me, Reviewtech essay. Okay, so let's move on to movie topics. But one more little, because this is so hypocritical of you, Rich. And this is what I want to talk to you about. It's your tweet. We'll share one tweet. Oh, why am I still on full screen? All right, hold on. We'll show one tweet. Roosevelt, you're entitled to your opinion, but everyone loves the Melons. Everyone loves the Melons. So I don't know. You're entitled to your opinion, though, as long as you're not nasty about it. I don't think she's annoying. I might meet her someday in real life. I hope to meet you too, Brian and RJ, in real life someday.
That will happen.
And
Yeah.
Ryan.
Listen, we just got to do the Vegas meetup at the Sci-Fi Center.
And Justin Proper. Okay, let's share the tweet that I just find completely hypocritical, Rich. And I still support you, and I applaud you for being a good sport for reading most of my super chat without the Finnegan Fox enthusiasm I was looking for. I was expecting some Chippendales waving of the shirts. I was expecting them to go out, but I guess it was. He was second guessing whether you should do it or not. I honestly believe so. At least he read it.
You should have been like, can you throw your hands in the air?
Yeah. All right. So here. Okay. Yes, you can have an opinion and state it. When I need to come to you on acceptable opinions, let me know. The console and most of its games seem terrible, and the people who are over-enthusiastic about it look foolish, period. How hypocritical is that statement? Because he is gatekeeping opinions. He is talking about other people's opinions. This is where everyone had a problem. No one had a problem that he said the games look crap, or he was very skeptical. Everyone was saying you shouldn't be talking about other people's opinions. So he's saying, Saggy, very hypocritical. When I need to talk about opinions, I'll come to you. Bro, look in the mirror, bro. You're the one that started it by talking about other people's opinions and calling them not genuine. So you're the opinion gatekeeper. This is not a genuine opinion. I think there is room for that conversation, but you better be right. And then he later on a separate video, which I'm not going to find the timestamp, especially because he was cool to me today by reading the super chat. But he basically said everyone in the reaction video he thought was not being genuine. So you're gatekeeping opinions, Rich. What you're accusing her of doing right here. Any thoughts there before we move on? Then we'll move on to the movie topics.
Well, no, I mean, with regards to like most of the criticism, it's like the ones that go hard against Amico. It's funny to me because it's like, dude, like I don't think this was ever the intention of anyone. Like I don't think Tommy got up one day and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make a console that's gonna piss people off, and it's gonna be awesome, dude." Like I just don't. It's taking the good intentions and of what he had envisioned for the Amico to be.
And me and Saggy and the rest of the supporters do not say we have any problems with people saying the games look bad or think it will fail. Where we have problems is talking about the credibility of those giving their honest opinions or saying that he's trying to scam them and create something just to get money. That's where we say, no, that's across the line. That's making accusations you can't prove.
Well, the funny thing about that is, the ironic part about that statement is like, well, if you think it's so bad, then how is he scamming people?
Hey, Retro Bro. Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
if it's so bad, it's not going to make any money.
Well,
And like, how is he trying to scam people?
Regardless of what you think of the quality of the games, he is the most legit video game president by introducing games, by showing you the actual gameplay, because a lot of the big three in the past got in trouble for showing pre-rendered cinemas and not actual gameplay. So like it or hate it, he is showing you the gameplay. He is not trying to scam you. Is he presenting CG, like Halo level CG effects of Astro Smash? No, he's showing you Astro Smash. If you like it or not, that's a different story, but he's showing you actual gameplay. All right. Hey, Chubby Teddy. Hey, Binge Buddy. Rel McMillan. Geeks with Cash. Hello, everyone. Y'all lucky. Yeah. Say it. Don't spray it.
Saggy's threatening us. I don't like that.
We'll see. Her cancellation is coming. Look out. I might have to cancel her in person. Saggy.
Yeah. It's getting heated.
You're taking on my clout, and everyone's asking for melons. Hey, Retro Bro. Yeah, go check out what I did. I'm second guessing it now. Good seeing you.
That's right, Eddie. You tell him.
Hey, yeah, that's where I think you're being hypocritical, Rich. You're upset because no one came at this. He also was straw manning, saying that everyone came at him because of his opinion that it sucked. No, the majority of the opposition to his stream was because he was attacking other people's opinions and then going along with the talking point saying it's like a scam or, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was disappointed with his take, but, it's his right to it. And I have my personal opinions as that he took the easy way out to jump in on a hate bandwagon, because that's the easy way on the internet. It really is.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean,
no,
that's unfortunate.
There's no like, you're not really brave to go out and say, I hate
that's
this
the thing.
It's not.
My whole thing is like, dude, get your own opinion.
Yeah.
Seriously. And it's to the point where these opinions, the negative ones, have been regurgitated so many times that it's like, dude, like, come on, just come up with your
movies.
Come up with your own damn talking point. You know what I mean? Like, do something else. I don't know. I don't like it.
I mean, that's right, Rel. I retired, and then I saw how successful Saggy is being. I got jealous. I'm jealous of the melons. Oh wow. Oh, thank you. Oh wow.
Rel's not wrong. Rel's not wrong.
Okay, let me see. Rel, Saggy's for someone who's at work. You're doing a lot of texting. Listen, her and her boss have a great relationship, but she has that's a great job. If you really have fun at work, you can't ask for better than that. Saggy, stay there as long as it's comfortable for you financially and everything. You don't let things sound like that go when you're actually having fun at work. No, he seems like a good boss, and he puts up with her shit. I don't know. I don't know if a lot of bosses would put up with it. Have you seen Saggy's videos? Yeah, they are great. They need a whole YouTube show, but I don't know if a lot of bosses would actually put up with that. Do you? I don't think my boss would. No, actually, I know my boss would.
No, that's right.
So
and you're 100% right, Cylon.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
100% right, dude.
Let me see Silent Scotty. It's really frustrating seeing the world react to Amico. Doesn't play Fortnite or Warzone, so it's a scam and not a real console. Right, correct. I am genuinely looking forward to it. Am I genuinely looking forward to all the games? Absolutely not. I want them to be there. You need a good variety. I want to launch. I'm looking forward to Astro Smash, Night Stalker, Breakout, Moon Patrol. Finnegan Fox has grown on me. I don't think the graphics are jaw-dropping like my friend does, DJC, but hey, it's starting to grow on me more and more. Like, I love a platformer. The Earthworm Jim little 60-second tease was jaw-dropping to me. Like, this looks like Ubisoft Rayman levels of 2D graphics, but it still could be possibly really far out. I think he doesn't need to make a lot of money at first. I think he needs to do. Tommy's strength is in his salesmanship, in his personality, and talking to people. Of course, the more you talk to people, the more
his
you make
networking
mistakes.
is fantastic.
Now, I love, like, something I like to do in the summers, go to a country fair. Like, if he had a stand with this at a country fair with good people that love to support stuff, like from the ground up.
That could actually be pretty cool. Like have a little booth set up at a fair or something.
He was talking about making mini cars that open up and play the Amico in the trunk. Can you imagine if he toured the country fair?
Dude, he pulls up to the California State Fair, park that out the exhibition hall. I mean, yeah, dude, you get people to play it. It'd be a good idea, honestly. You get that grassroots,
right? I think he is doing it grassroots. I've seen him bring on. He's an asset to the community, to the YouTube community, to the gaming community. Has he made mistakes? Yeah, we've all made mistakes. The more you talk on the internet, the more mistakes you're going to make. The more mistakes you're going to make. And he's passionate. I honestly, I'm going to move on. Trust me, it's not going to be all Tommy and Amico. Trust me. We're moving on. It's about 20 minutes now. But the last thing I will say is he's a geek. He's a nerd. I know his history. He's also a huge Willy Wonka fan. He wants to be like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. The Miku has a golden ticket promo with it. He wants to like give that experience to children, like back in the day with Willy Wonka, and bring something to family and youth. That's genuinely what he wants to be. I honestly think that, and then we'll move on to movie topics. So, any movie topics that I have some up, but any ones you want to think of first to do the segue? RJ.
Well, I think
Brian.
we could do the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Richard Donner.
Oh yes, thank you for bringing that up.
I watched a bit of Superman earlier today, and I was watching Goonies before the stream started.
I didn't know he made Goonies.
Yeah.
And the Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah.
Well, can you give a really smooth voice sounding like rest of moment of silence, Brian? Can you head that up? Since you brought up the topic, and you have a nice speaking voice.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a moment of silence for a revered director, Richard Donner. Oh, and he also directed The Omen. I love that movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Brian. That was nice, smooth. That was a nice tribute. And then maybe we'll do in the chat, share your favorite Richard Donner movie. Give a little, remembrance. That's the best way you can honor someone that gave someone so much to the entertainment, is go watch their films.
Yeah, it's a shame too, because apparently he was planning on making a new Lethal Weapon movie. Actually, like he's planning on directing it himself.
Multiverse of movies is Isaac the Film Geek. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot that. Hey, Isaac. Let me.
I love The Omen. Like that's like one of my favorite like horror films of all time. I love the subject matter. Demonic, the Antichrist type stuff. That always drew me in. But like,
hard at work. This is hard at work.
You messed up now.
Your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chasing off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh wow.
Ooh.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get
end
ready.
The night.
Get ready for the
live now while I'm trying to get my job.
There's a reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation. Live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you are about to get canceled. You already know. I'm not one.
I already told you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
this.
You don't.
I don't know.
Max. You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting at work. And she's stalking.
Doing a text at work, damn right, because this is my job. I'm doing my job while we're talking. So
you know what
multitasking.
You know what the reality is? She was texting, watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Let me look like I'm busy.
Exposed.
No, I mean I'm working here. I do have a job. I do work. Don't think I don't work. I do.
No, I know. Okay.
You're
Support
lucky
the.
I got a customer too. You're lucky I got a customer. Pause.
Oh,
No,
man.
that's customer service. No, that's
You
legit.
brought
That's
down
legit.
the thunder, dude.
That's great
legit.
customer
That's
service.
legit.
You're lucky I
That's
got a
legit.
customer.
That's-
As that
you're
lady's walking
lucky I
around trying to
got
buy some liquor.
the Mel- No, that's not Robert Storms.
No, if it was Robert Storms, he would have a baseball cap on.
I don't want to.
You're like, I wouldn't pay $50 for that.
What did he do about the Academy Awards? Parasite. What did he get? I'm sorry, man.
It's
guy
one of
got
the most
roasted.
hilarious videos I've ever seen.
the melon.
Throw man
melons-
meltdown.
Ryan says the melons are real. You done it now? Yeah, I know. Yes.
Did you guys back to the Richard Donner thing though? Did you guys see that Zack Snyder and Kevin Feige put out statements?
No, I didn't see that.
No, but that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll pull them up real quick. So,
Oh, I also have this. I should have. Maybe I should change the thumbnail and put that on. You know, I hope this happens again. I hope you put on the shirt again, Rich. Okay. Let's see what.
So this is from Zack Snyder. He said, "Thank you, Richard Donner. You made me believe." And he put the poster where it says, "You'll believe a man can fly."
Yep.
And
That's big of him because he talks smack about. All right.
Listen,
No, this-
why are you highlighting me? First of all, y'all don't give Matt Jarbos much heat when he's at work or coming on the stream.
Yeah, we do.
No,
We
you
say
don't. You just ask where your
Food's
food's
getting
at.
cold.
No,
We
you
say the food's getting
Jesus
cold.
Christ.
Oh, man.
You want to say hi? It's my boss.
Oh, get her. That's a great
That's my
employee.
boss. That's one of my bosses.
She's working real hard.
Nice.
We have fun here, man.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
almost busted
No,
my ass because hold on, I'll show you. Wait,
that would I can't. Can I be
I
real?
almost fell
I kind of wish you almost fell but didn't get hurt because that would be great YouTube. Oh, that would have been great YouTube.
It's getting late night. We're trying to put our stuff away so we can go the hell home.
It'd have been one of
Okay.
those Saggy Melonz fails.
Yeah.
See?
Okay. All right. He's.
Careful, you're gonna get
I'm in trouble with the
copyright
boss.
claim, bro. I'm getting away from you. You're gonna get people copyright claimed with your music.
Wow, she is a YouTuber. She is
Yeah.
a YouTuber. She
Yeah.
knows.
She knows.
Oh.
No.
Oh, thank you, Saggy. I'm giving you heat, and you're still
All right,
thinking
I do
about
have
my channel.
customers, and we're trying to
All
put
right.
it away, but I am coming to
All
let you know that stop clout chasing me. And if you're trying to bring heat,
No,
it's gonna happen.
I am a clout chaser,
Ooh.
clout crusade for the melons. It started. It's never ending. Join me, fellow clout chasers of the Saggy Melonz. We have to get that clout. She's going to be 1K soon. She's going to pass us all up. I believe it. We are the melon clout crusaders. All right,
This is
sorry.
very
Go
true.
ahead, Ryan or Brian. RJ.
Ryan.
Sorry, this is not Zeverfelt. Go ahead, Ryan. Read this.
Okay. This is from Kevin Feige. It says Richard Donner not only made me believe a man could fly, he made me believe that comic characters could be brought to life on the big screen with heart, humor, humanity, and verisimilitude. Above all, he taught me that it can and must be done with respect, caring, and kindness to everyone in front of and behind the camera. Dick and Lauren became mentors during my early career. Because remember, they were actually behind the X-Men movies. And key supporters at the birth of the MCU. I owe my career to the way they took the time to nurture and teach a kid from New Jersey who didn't know how to use a fax machine or make coffee very well. I always thought Dick was immortal. I still do. My thoughts are with Lauren and the entire family. From Kevin Feige. Yeah, I mean, you have to think of it this way, man. Like, without Richard Donner, like, where would we be, like, the superhero genre, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was the one that brought the verisimilitude, which was like the truth and the but making it not cheesy, like not where it wasn't
well, literally,
believable.
he mentored Kevin Feige. You know, a lot of his influence in the MCU, you know, his passion for superheroes and those characters came from Richard Donner. You know,
Well, he also mentored Jeff Johns too, so you know,
Yeah.
we got that. Yeah.
I have the original Superman on Steel book. I have the collector's case. I want to go watch it soon.
The making of is really good. I like that.
I didn't go deep into the making of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. I mean, I got to stop spending money, and I'm going to go back into my
they
library.
kind of did him dirty too. Like the producers of that movie, big time. So I was like, you can see the parallels.
Should I leave Melons, or I don't want to blank, you know. All right, well, I'll bring you back, Saggy, if you're getting your car or something. All right. Okay, so let's you know what? I watched the trailer, but I can't show the trailer for Star Wars Visions first look. Do you guys know about this?
Yeah.
I've heard about it today. Like I haven't been paying attention.
Contains 9 episodes from 7 Japanese anime studios looking to realize their own visions of the galaxy far, far away. This is more exciting to me than what's the call? What's the?
Are you gonna say the Bad Batch? The Bad Batch.
Snowdub calls it Bad Snatch. Bad Batch. Yeah,
I like Bad Batch. It's actually really good, man. Like, it's really interesting to see that side of things, which we haven't seen before. And I also kind of want to see how they make the clones stand down. Like, there has to be a point where they go from, the clone army to a more conscripted army. So it's like, it's interesting to see that aspect of it. So I don't know. I like that part of the story of Star Wars. So
yeah, I mean, it's been a little slow in some episodes, but I think some of it was pretty good as well.
Can you get some images of the Star Wars Visions, RJ? I looked up the trailer, but I forgot to get some images, and I have a bunch of tabs open.
Just give me 1 second.
Oh, I can share this while he's looking that up. This gets me excited. This is from The Last of Us, a first image on Twitter. Or no, this is on /film of them filming. This is the guy from The Last Terminator. I think he did fine in The Last Terminator.
Yeah, it's Gabriel Luna, right? He played a Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I am so hyped about this show. I'm more excited about him returning here than The Mandalorian. Honestly, I like The Mandalorian, but I don't think he is like integral to the part. Even though he showed his face, I think he should still do it. But it's just not, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm conflicted about it, but I'm really excited to really, because I think there's some dramatic opportunities with the Last of Us story, even though I haven't played the games yet. I just know from fan reactions that it's going to be intense.
I just get concerned because here's the thing. I will drop my hot take. Like, I don't think Last of Us 2 is as horrible as some people say. I do think it has some story problems and mostly a pacing problem. I think that game is way, way, way too long, which is not usually a complaint I have about video games, but I think in that case, that game was way too long and was dragged out a bit too much, and some of the story decisions left me feeling underwhelmed, but I'm hoping the show can flesh out those decisions and make them more compelling. Does that make sense?
Hey, Paul, you're welcome to come on the show if you're free. I'll send you a link on Twitter if you'd like. I know it's short notice. I wanted to talk to you, just talk about geek culture. None of the BS that comes along with YouTube. We'll just talk about, pop culture if you'd like. All right, let me bring this up here. Yeah, Paul is welcome here now. I think we all just want to move on and talk about geek culture from what I could see. Oh, he's free. Okay. Yeah, we'll bring Paul on.
Cool. So this image right here is from one of the short films called Tatooine Jamboree. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what studio is doing this, but it's kind of like a rock opera musical short film. Boba Fett's going to be in, and so is Jabba. I believe this. I don't know which one this is, but it's very samurai influence. It's going to be black and white, but only like some color, not a lot. You have this one. Oh, I skipped one. Not bad. Well, they're both in the same show. This is called The Twins. This is from Studio Trigger, who did Kill la Kill, Promare, and a bunch of anime for Netflix. It looks really cool. It looks awesome. So here are the names. So you have Kamikaze Duga, who's doing The Duel. Kamikaze did the Batman Ninja movie. Geno Studios doing Lope and Oko. Studio Colorado is doing Tatooine Rhapsody. Trigger is doing The Twins and The Elder, so they're doing 2 shorts. Kinema Citrus is doing The Village Bride. Science Sauter is doing Akakiri and TOB1, and the Production IG is doing The Ninth Jedi. And I think the Ninth Jedi is like a story about like when the Jedi were still myths. I know one of them is like about a droid becoming a Jedi, which looks kind of interesting.
Interesting.
I'm all for that. The only thing that disappoints me.
Oh wait, I got more images by the way. Hold up.
Oh, cool. The only thing that disappoints me is when I'm really into the one episode and then there's not more. Like I want to see like if one of the animes is super cool and it's like a collection of shorts.
Yeah, this one is about a Jedi and like a Padawan and his master fighting a Sith user.
Okay.
Which is pretty neat. And then I'm looking to see if I can find some other ones. Yeah, there's like just a bunch of images. Like again, one from that other short.
This is going to be on Disney Plus?
Yeah, in September.
Oh, cool.
Oh, not that far. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
This one's like a romance or something. I think that's the princess one. Yeah, this is the one by Studio Trigger. This is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most.
The Kill Bill people, you said? Or
not
Kill la Kill?
Kill la Kill, yes.
Yeah, I used to have an anime group that we used to watch shows, and they wanted to watch that. I thought it was okay, but I like.
That's right, Justin. It just needs her voice to bring it to life.
What is this about Brie Larson leaving? I didn't even click the video. I saw a Geek.
Is she leaving YouTube?
Geeks Plus Gamers.
No, she's not leaving YouTube. She's taking a break to go film Captain Marvel 2.
Oh,
okay.
But they're acting like they drove her off and she's done.
No.
They're also saying apparently she got demoted and she's not the star anymore and all this and that.
Oh my gosh.
I love Brie Larson. I love her working out. You
Eddie.
know,
she does some yoga. You know, like I've seen it.
All right, here we go. Hey, Paul. Hey. I want to say we're not going to go into our past or anything. We're just talking about geek culture, but I do appreciate you sticking up for small people and YouTubers. Not to get into that whole shebang, but that's why I was like, okay, Paul seems cooler than I thought before. So what's up? What geek culture have you been into? Are you interested in this new Star Wars stuff? The new Star Wars Vision?
Yeah, man, I'm pretty keen for Star Wars Visions. I'm a big fan of anime as it is. When I see the Animatrix is another one that I like really enjoyed because it was like done it was a popular like pop culture icon that was like done in like different styles. So I'm pretty keen to see what the Japanese studios can come up with this, since in essence the way of the samurai is sort of borrowed from with George Lucas in Star Wars. So it'll be really interesting to see. Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see a Japanese take on how they see Jedis in Star Wars. So yeah, I'm pretty keen for it. I'm pretty keen for Star Wars Visions. I watched. You were talking about Bad Batch. I'm waiting for it to sort of finish out. So I watched I think the first 3 episodes, and now I'm just waiting now to sort of binge it all at once. Because I did that with Clone Wars as well. So yeah,
I like all the Star Wars series, the movies, the sequel trilogy. I can watch, but I have a hard time rewatching it even now, even though I don't hate it anymore. And like the Clone Wars Rebels, I just have I'm hard time getting into Bad Batch. I even like the Clone Wars with them in it, that miniseries.
I'll say this about what's been coming on with like the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch and stuff. I actually watched Attack of the Clones and did not fall asleep. So right there is it's baby steps, but we're getting there. Like
for me, I still fall asleep during Phantom Menace until the 3rd act, but
well, no,
Attack of the Clones, I just cringe. I don't fall asleep.
We got some people that are happy Paul is here. Go sub to Paul Halogen Helix, a small YouTuber. But I do see you doing a lot of community outreach, and that's the best kind of YouTubers, like that really focus on community first. So that's where you got my utmost respect.
Yeah, it's important. There's a lot of people in our small community of YouTubers. Like I say, small. There's a couple of like people that are like have like 2,000-3,000 subs. Like, but for them, it's like it's not about that for them. Like, it's about the community in general and just like sort of building each other. And there's a lot of people in my community, that I've recently, found out that deal with like a lot of mental health issues. So it's like about like getting together and being able to encourage people, because a lot of people are alone. Like, and it's not just not the coof that's just kept people alone. There's a lot of people who only thrive inside of a community, and that's all they have.
True.
All they have is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What people are building, and so for them, that's their life. And so when they're not online, they're alone. And so I've realized this recently, and it's like, so for me, it's been important for me us to build that, I did a random stream on Sunday, my Sunday, because I'm like a day ahead. But yeah, I did it because everyone was like, oh, I'm bored, there's nothing to do. And there was some people that were like pretty depressed. And so we just went randomly live. We didn't have any topics to cover, and we just talked stupid things. So I think virtually what you're doing is what people used to do, and they would come to someone's house and play board games, and just talk about their lives. Well, that's some people just are like, that's what they do in the online community. They come and they talk about
for some, it's family. I think you're being genuine. That's why I may have misjudged you in the past. But that's past. The past is past. And go check out RJ and also Brian Master of None too. Great guys. I like what I see. I don't see a lot of drama on your channel lately. It's just talking to people about stuff. This is one that's an older story, but if it's true, I'm super excited for it on Geekosity, because this would mean that we're getting the Punisher back too. Ghost Rider to form team with the Punisher and Blade in the MCU. Would that be an amazing team? Blade, Punisher.
I totally forgot, by the way, that Punisher became Ghost Rider. Like, that image right there is like the most edgelord thing ever, and I love it in a way,
I honestly, I'm a fan of comics, but I didn't know that. That spoiled me. RJ, my cred goes out the window when I say I don't read the comics that much. Even though I'm wearing a Dr. Doom mask, but I did not know that. Really? Wow. That did you? Well, Paul, maybe you knew that. Did you know that about what RJ just told us?
That Punisher becomes Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
No,
but
I did not. Now that image makes sense. I wasn't even looking at. I wasn't even looking at the image. I was just reading the article. But man,
look, it's a motorcycle with a minigun. Like,
yes. Now, can they do that PG-13? I don't know how that's possible.
Well,
but,
watered down.
Brian, RJ, and Paul, what's your thoughts on the Punisher TV series? I'm finishing up season 2 right now.
If they could keep it on par with like the way they've been doing Loki and the other shows, bring it on. Let's do it.
This might be a surprise to some people. I actually never watched Punisher on Netflix. I've not seen it yet.
Don't feel bad. Neither did I. So you're good.
No, the reason why is because I was gonna binge it before season 2, and then I heard it got canceled, and I was so pissed. I'm like, "Why?"
That's when I stopped watching. That's when I stopped watching all of them. You need to go back. I think I honestly, now that I'm watching them after I watched the MCU shows, I love the MCU shows, but there's some moments in this series. And it just like, what's his name from? He's the Punisher, and he is also in The Walking Dead. What's the actor's name?
Oh, John Bernthal.
Yes, yeah. He is perfect. Like, if you think about like Hugh Jackman is a perfect Wolverine, he is the perfect Punisher.
He's Punisher, man.
And like in Daredevil, what's the guy that plays Kingpin? He's the perfect Kingpin.
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio. Shout out Australian. That's what he's from Australia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I didn't know. I always remember it was Private Pile from.
That's funny. I always remember him as the cockroach alien from.
From Men in Black.
Oh, does his thing? Like, that was actually painful. Like, he actually had like hooks and stuff in his mouth and stuff to make him look like that. Like, and he did the whole acting. He's an absolute masterclass in acting, that guy. Like, but I'll give you my take. Like, the Punisher season, like, I'm not a fan. A lot of these series didn't have a good season 2. The only one that did was Daredevil. Like, all of them kind of dropped off in season 2, especially Jessica Jones, which was like Jessica Jones season 1. Out of all of them, particularly because David Tennant as a bad guy was like, you can't do him best PG-13. You can't do Purple Man PG-13. Like the stuff that he was saying that, like, if I don't come back in time, cut your faces off. Like just stuff like that you would never put in an MCU Disney show. Like, but yeah, and like the Punisher season 1, like it goes full brutal, and I love it. And they really show. The other thing I like about it is they really show PTSD. Yes. Of soldiers in that show, which is another thing why I like US Agent in Force, which a lot of people don't like, but I actually really like when he's in front of that committee and he's like, "You made me." I was like, "This is giving a commentary on like soldiers that go to war and come back and they don't have anything, you know, to help them, like
which happens a lot in real life. Like that's like
which happens in real life. Yeah, you know, my great grandfather fought in Kokoda, which was like in Papua New Guinea against the Japanese in World War II. And he came back, and those soldiers came back and they just self-medicated with alcohol so they could not remember what was happening there. Like, you know, so mental health's come a long way, and there's still a long way to go, especially with soldiers. But yeah, I feel like they did it really, like I think it's in season 1, they have that dude who his buddy, like the Punisher's buddy, is like helping out these vets, right? And that dude like digs a hole, like a foxhole, and lays it in the back of his yellow in a thing.
Whoa!
That's worth it.
Nice.
Tommy Tallarico. I really want to meet Tommy. Sorry to interrupt, Paul, but
that's so good.
Me and Tommy have a relationship. He's actually a friend. He's a celebrity. He's releasing in television. Amico is a family-friendly console. It's actually, I don't like to say for kids. I like to say it's for everyone. I'm planning to meet him soon. I got it. I'm hoping to make the list soon. Yes, show achievement unlocked. Can I make the list now?
Congratulations, Max. You've come a long way.
Sorry to interrupt again, Paul. I got some business.
No, it's all good, man. You got $50.
Yeah. I need Saggy's clout, Tommy. You said she keeps showing a clip where she says, Saggy, where you say Saggy Melonz is my favorite YouTuber. I can't have that stand.
Oh, Saggy.
All right. Thank you so much, Tommy. Thank you. Oh, I accidentally minimized myself. And I'm wearing the shirt he sent me. Oh, hell no. Yeah, come back to me, Saggy, when you get $50 from Tommy Tallarico. Tallarico, as my friend said. No, I'm not gonna disrespect you like that, Tommy. After you give me $50, I am gonna, if it's okay, Paul. I will bring. I don't know. I invited him before, and this is kind of awkward now. I don't want any drama. If you're okay with talking, Matt Jarbo, just about pop culture, and Matt, I expect you to abide by those rules.
He's been in my chat heaps of times. He's been nice. All
right. That's all I want to say. And anyone that doesn't abide by those rules is kicked. I don't want any drama tonight. All right, Matt Jarbo and Saggy. Oh my goodness, this is a real party. Guess what, Saggy?
I see you, Tommy. Don't forget we have a show tomorrow, but that's cool, Tommy. That's cool, Tommy. Look, your homegirl needs to come up, right? But you're gonna give it to Max. Look at where I'm at. Hi, Paul. By the way, hi, Paul. How are you? Nice to see you here.
Hi.
Hey, Saggy, can you get some of that for the you know what I'm talking about? When we meet each other, can you bring some of your store merch?
Stop shilling, stop clout chasing. Stop it, Max. You're embarrassing this community.
No, I need Saggy's clout. Matt Jarbo, you would. I have
what?
Saggy has more clout than I do anymore.
I mean, clout. She didn't retire.
Yeah. See,
oh, damn,
that's what I'm saying, Max.
Bye, Jarbo.
See, the truth hurts, Max.
Well, I can't even. Rich Reviewtech won't even say my name unless I pay him $50.
He
didn't even say it with Finnegan and Fox Enthusiast. He didn't say my name, right? He didn't say my name.
I have no idea what's going on with that.
I paid $50 for a person on the internet to take their shirt off. And I could have done a lot better.
Talk to them like
Brian
I know Rich.
Brian was so disappointed with me before stream. He's like, that could have been spent $50 a lot better places than that.
You could have bought a video game.
I know. RJ said it.
You could have bought a 2-for-1 lap dance.
That's right. You could have found a GameStop that's going out of business and raided them.
Paul, so you know the context. I did this to support my friends. I paid this guy to take his shirt off on the internet. $50. Was it?
Man, why? What is it with dudes on YouTube taking their clothes off for money? You know what I mean? I don't have an issue with it, but it's like I'll never do that.
But Tommy,
no one wants to see these titties.
Look at this. No. Tommy made up for it. I've surpassed Saggy. I gotta say, I gotta have Tommy say, forget Saggy Melonz, cancel Saggy Melonz. I gotta get that on. Oh yes, number one Amico shill. Sorry, Paul, we got to get back to movie topics.
By the way, I was going to mention it. I think it's funny that Matt's here because yesterday he had a stream talking about Superman, and then we were talking about the Richard Donner stuff, and then he passed away the next day.
Someone messaged me today, and they're just like, "Oh man, that stream last night is like bad mojo," and I'm like, "Okay, for one, no, and two, this is a terrible thing." So.
Yeah, I was
looking forward to Lethal Weapon 5. You know what? Why not? Well, at this point, come on. Do you think the one person who was pushing for it was Richard Donner? I've got one more in me, because his last movie was called 16 Blocks.
Hey, Dorkalicious. Yes, tell everyone else to put me on the list. These are the people that make the list. Hey, Dorkalicious. Sorry.
Wait, hold on. What list? What list are you trying to get into?
The show list. Amico show list. Oh. I'm not even mentioned. This is bullshit. That's what I said on the. I'm not even mentioned in the Amico list. I'm like, I can't have the stand. You want to know? You don't want to know how vain I am. That's why I'm back on YouTube today. I'm like, I cannot let this stand. No one's even mentioned me anymore. Oh,
Retro Bro do it for $51. There you go.
No, you mean if you want to get a man's shirt off the internet, this is the man to do it. He's got a nice. Listen, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. He is working it. Power Up Nutrition. He knows what he's doing. That's the man you pay $50 for the shirt off.
There you go.
Yeah. Contact Tony.
What the hell did I come into?
All right, let's talk about movies. I'm sorry. Paul doesn't know what the hell's going on. He really has no idea about
Seriously, Paul, this is like the one time, run.
No, we'll get back to movie topics. But
be happy you're in the land down under. It's all you're far away from whatever this is.
I posted something in the chat if you want to pull that up.
Oh, here's a nice comment. I do appreciate Paul, you really touched the nerve there talking about mental health awareness in even the communities here on YouTube. That really came from the heart. And someone's commented on it. Paul, big ups.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing my latest stream with him. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's great. That is something we should talk about more. Paul is second guessing. No, he's just second guessing the length. He's not second guessing his entire life. Is my streams that detrimental to people?
I don't think so.
Retro Bro, are you second guessing your life because I have Retro Bro's phone number. I could call him anytime now. Hey, bro, I'm gonna meet this bro soon too. Let Max on. Yes, I do want that. Okay, back to movie topics. This is my problem. Paul is
he gets sidetracked a little bit.
Yeah, I got sidetracked. Okay, so we were talking about Punisher, Ghost Rider, and Blade team up on Geekosity.
Yeah.
That's legit. So what's your thoughts on that?
In the comics, I think it can be done. I don't think it can be done in Disney Marvel. Look, I'm of a strong opinion of this. You can't do these characters without a hard R rating, especially Blade. We're talking about vampires who exsanguinate people, tear throats out, all these things that we saw in Blade 1 and 2. Forget Trinity, it's terrible. But Blade 1 and 2 was like the gore was there and it was meant to be there because this is what Blade is. I don't think you can do PG-13 Blade and do it appropriately.
So we do something on
this. His head turned into a flaming skull. Like, how are you doing that PG-13? Well,
they've done 2 other movies that were PG-13.
And they were bad.
Well, you give a good argument here. Something I like to do.
Wasn't Ghost Rider 2 rated R?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
That was before MCU,
and it was terrible.
Yeah.
Spirit of Vengeance, I think the tagline was for that. Yeah.
Thanks, Cyrus. But that's a good segue into something I like to do on what I'm trying. I don't know if it's become successful yet. Is the Scoopometer. So this is a Geekosity arc. We do like Mikey Sutton, but do you think this is an actual scoop or is it get the dog scooper full of poop?
Do you think that? Do I think they're doing an MCU movie about
no,
or
do you think
MCU
that article
TV
is
show?
legit? That they are actually thinking of that, or based on your counter argument that might not be possible even.
Given if it's in the comics, I think anything's possible because Marvel's desperate for money at the moment. They keep putting out dog shit comics that no one buys. So that's a problem with it. They're like on the downturn. Marvel Comics, that is not the MCU, but Marvel Comics is like in a decline in value. So yeah, I think combining the Punisher with the spirit of the Ghost Rider is a great idea.
Yeah, because they have a group in the comics called the Midnight Suns.
So well, you know what the number one comic is right now? At least the last from March was Berserker, that Keanu Reeves comic.
Mm. Oh, there you go.
That was
Wasn't that
from
Boom Studios?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that was like thing out. I know I had Mike on from Rogue Comics who kind of like sort of debunked it a fair bit, but like there was that poll that was done a couple of weeks ago or like a month back that showed like majority of like comics being sold as manga in the United States at the moment. So I don't know how you can I don't know how justified that poll was, but it was like a kind of interesting thing to look at, that like anime and manga have become more like popular with you could call them Zoomers than traditional American comics.
I think ultimately it comes down to
that poll, but in my circles, it feels like anime and manga are more popular. Like, and for me, I read I don't read like manga, but I watch a lot of anime, and so for me, it's like because it's original storytelling. That's why I like it, because I feel like Hollywood has just run out of ideas, and that's why they just keep making remakes and terrible franchises. Like this new Alien franchise they want to make is like the TV show about like the hierarchy of like aliens or whatever it was. I was like, oh my god,
no. That was entirely misinterpreted by a lot of people.
Oh, like he like said something about like
inequalities, because the
inequality is like the worker class was. And I get what he's trying to say. Like the first movie was about the worker class. The second movie was about Marines. The third movie was about prisoners. The fourth movie was dog shit. So like you have like these themes I suppose he was trying to play with, but he went so introspective. Like it's really basic. The Alien movie is this: a colony, a minor ship is asked to go to a planet to investigate. That one of them gets infected, the chest burster busts out, kills 90% all of the crew except for Ripley. Ripley beats the alien at the end. It's a really simple concept, and he's trying to go full introspective on the human condition in a sci-fi horror franchise. Like it's not the place. Like Blade Runner is the place to do human perspective and what makes us human, and can a robot be intelligent or have a heart or whatever.
But wouldn't you argue that most sci-fi is political? I mean, like Alien. No. I mean, we can argue that like most of the facets of sci-fi in regards to like either exploration or whatever, the science of it is generally considered political to some nature or another. So I mean, Alien franchise has been inherently political, even though it wasn't like 100% on the nose. This one, I view it more like he's talking about like what's going to happen when Weyland-Yutani eventually gets what they want, and how badly that's going to blow up in their face.
Well, they did in sort of Alien 4 Resurrection. They kind of did get what they want, because remember they shipped those people, they grew aliens, they tried to tame them, and they're not tameable. They're smarter than humans.
Yeah,
I don't want to interrupt your great conversation, but the Film Elitist has a question because he's thinking about subscribing. I'll let the panel answer. He doesn't want to subscribe to Idiot. Should he subscribe to my channel? Matt Jarbo, you go first.
Well,
subscribe to an Idiot.
You don't want to. Okay, I think you would be okay. But
okay. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I don't think Max is an idiot, so I don't think you would be wrong on that front. Okay. But he's opened up his channel to like 1,800 other people, so it's going to be like a revolving brothel in here. So you never know what kind of content you're going to get. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Okay, Paul. This is where speak freely. Should Film Elitist subscribe?
I don't. Here's the truth of it. Film Elitist.
You don't know if I'm an idiot yet.
he knows me here. Yeah, that's it. I haven't watched enough of Max's content. We have like a sorted path.
If I had to put you on the spot right now, is there a good chance? Which way?
Well, I say this. I'd say this. this is a positive thing I'd say about it.
Okay.
Max
You don't have
allows
to
to
be
play on
positive.
his channel as long as they're respectful, and he rarely does drama unless other people bring up the drama or bring it to his channel. That's what I'll say.
Wow. Okay.
There
That
you
was
go.
legit.
Fair,
Thank
fair.
you.
That's fair. That's
Okay,
good.
RJ, you speak freely, man. Bring the heat.
No, don't subscribe to Mad Max. He bullies me.
That's the last showing of RJ on this channel.
Doesn't RJ co-own this channel?
He talk about idiots.
I
Talk
do.
about
Yes,
idiots.
yes, I do.
Talk about idiots. I sent him the PlayStation Plus podcast co-ownership and this one the same day. He's like, you never sent me this one. Did you find it?
Well, it never popped up in my email, but then I clicked on it and then I found it.
Oh, now you are owning. Oh God.
Yeah, now I'm a co-owner, so I own you, Max. I own
you own me. You own part of. Ew, that sounds
God
good.
dang.
Wow. Wait,
All
hold
right,
on.
Brian, you've known me
Doesn't
the longest.
Saggy also co-own this channel? RJ, are you saying you own Saggy?
No,
Ooh.
I didn't say that part. I didn't spell that
No,
part.
you better be careful there. Tread
Cancel.
lightly,
Ooh.
my friend.
Cancel.
No, for someone who's been on here for over a year now, no, come on down. We'll have some fun. Like, you know,
Thank you, Brian. You're making me feel good. I was expecting some.
well, the only thing is I wish there'd be a little bit more of it every now and again.
Okay,
you know,
well,
but,
yeah,
nudge,
no,
nudge.
I'm gonna do some vlogging soon. Ooh,
There you go. There you go.
vlogging.
Wait, are you going to take your mask off?
No, I have plans. You'll see.
I'm going to vlog, but you won't see what I look like. I could be anyone, anywhere, at any time. Cover
right.
your anus.
Snow Dub needed me on the stream earlier. Listen, I saw you going after someone I like. No, Snow Dub. Cancel Snow Dub. No, that's okay.
No, in all seriousness, no. Max is a good guy. Just needs to be more consistent with his content. Stream more. Everybody misses you, man.
I've been busy for vacation and stuff. That's the biggest thing is family vacations and stuff. And I'm like, it's like I feel guilty not streaming, and I'm like, I don't want to feel that way. But I do love you guys. You're all my friends. That's why I'm here. Go check out Matt Jarbo if you'd like. I think Paul's like really on the trigger there. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Paul.
No, I mean, I've been streaming nightly, and it's been a lot of fun. So the last couple nights though have been long.
You'd be surprised, Max, what I watch on YouTube. I think you'd be surprised, the people and the content that I consume.
Okay. All right.
So I think you'd be surprised.
I'm gonna
So
go
wait, hold
look at
on.
your
So I
live
just have to ask the question: are you subbed to me, Paul?
I don't think so.
Probably not anymore. I think at some point you probably were.
Doesn't mean that I haven't been.
Well, here's the thing. Here's
Well,
the thing with
I know you
subs.
subbed to me because
The thing is,
I subbed to you back.
Subs don't really matter. They don't really matter because most people get their feed from their home feed, which is just an aggregate of what you've watched and what they think you want to watch.
Yeah, they feed you the algorithm that you watch usually. Like if you watch a video about like, I don't know, something random like cooking, then you'll get a bunch of cooking like channels in your feed for like weeks.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Something I've noticed about the YouTube algorithm. So,
well, I'll tell you what I looked at today is I
watch like all of the stuff. Right, I watch a lot of content of people that you may be surprised about.
Okay.
When I go to the home screen, I get a lot of their recent videos, even if I'm not subbed. You see?
All right.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, that's generally how it works out.
Oh, thanks, Jarbo.
What?
More movie.
What? No, what? It's the reality of YouTube. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. If you want to see something weird, bring up the mobile app on YouTube and then like go to your analytics and look at your audience and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll find out which channels you're clustered with.
Yes, I pulled it up today and looked at it. It was really weird.
I saw all of mine were like literally 95% of people that I seriously dislike.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
tremendous people for me too.
I think that YouTube viewers watch everybody.
It was like who watches you? Yeah, what do your viewers normally watch? And it's like all Fandom Menace, and I'm like, you've got to be effing kidding me. You know,
it's like me. Like personally, I like to have like a full scope. Yeah. So I watch like this is like me because I'm centrist in general.
Oh god,
I like to watch both sides all the time. I can say this though. I've never watched a single Doomcock video, not in my life. So you are a man of culture and taste.
Yeah, good on you.
Here's a
not even clickbait materials. I don't care like what he has to say. I like usually people report on it anyway. People that I watch in general on both sides of the fence. So, like, but that's what I say. You'd be surprised because I like to hear in all things politics, pop culture, everything. I like to listen to both sides of an argument. So.
That's cool.
Well, I'll tell you what I find to be fascinating is like Doomcock.
Ambassador heard that I want roasted and he came back to my channel. He's like, I'm ready. Look at the hobo in the Doom mask. This is very second-rate Doomcock. Doomcock.
There you go.
Doomcock don't have nothing on this madman. Nothing. You can't take me. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's like the Doomcock is kind of like I feel like he's been taming his stuff recently, over the course of the past year, really since the Commandant stuff came out.
Yeah.
And then, but on the other side of that, and like the other friend group, like on Friday Night Tights, they've just been pulling their mask off, like, and just letting it hang out and like not even caring what they're saying anymore.
Did you see that, Max? Did you see that?
Yeah, Ryan definitely said what he thought on that stream, and no one defended Doomcock. So
I saw that.
Well, no, not only that. Last week, I was believe it or not looking at Nerdrotic's channel for research purposes. And I clicked randomly on just 27 minutes into Friday Night Tights, and I hear them talking about Loki and how they keep saying Loki is like woke trash and Marvel sucks and all that, which is like, okay, like whatever. And then they go like, oh, Marvel's gonna F up, Fantastic Four and X-Men and everything. And then was it Heel versus Babyface? Like, oh yeah, I'm already like looking at new houses.
Yeah, I'm looking to buy a $3 million house soon when this is all over.
I mean, that's a bit facetious, but it gives you that they don't even care. And then Nerdrotic goes, well, they're not going to have the Fantastic Four be all white. They can't do that. And like,
because it can't. Like, if it's multicultural,
it's a hot take on that. Okay. They can, and they should, because they should be comic accurate. Like, this is my problem with pop culture in general at the moment, especially when you're using source material. Please just stick to the source material. Like, I mean, their stories are there. They're great stories. You don't need to change them. Just integrate them to the big screen. And I'll say this about Nerdrotic, man. This is the thing. I agree with him. A lot of his takes on Doctor Who, I agree with, because I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and I don't like where they took that. And it clearly most of the audience don't like where they took that because their ratings are crashing like crazy. So there's stuff that I agree with, but I'm so sick of people just hating on things for the sake of hating on them. Like it's so annoying to me. Like, I've noticed it in communities that used to criticize those communities. Interestingly enough, one that I used to be a part of. Shout out. But I'm so sick and tired of like people just hating on things. Like, I'm so tired of it. Like, Loki is not woke. Like, Fours was not woke. The only even WandaVision was not woke. Like, it was just dumb. I didn't like WandaVision. Like, personally, I didn't like that show. And I found Fours to be not woke. It was just describing certain things, and I think it delved into a lot of it did it very well when it addressed certain issues. It did it very well, and it was subtle. It wasn't, let's beat you over the head with virtue signal like Captain Marvel was. Like, it was like very subtle when it did it, and it dealt with a lot of issues, like I said earlier, like military issues and stuff like that, because I have my family is of strong military background, so it appeals to me when they talk about soldiers and what they deal with. And one of my good friends was in Afghanistan, and he still swerves when he sees cardboard boxes on the side of the road because he thinks it's an IUD. This stuff affects people that I am with. So when he said like stuff like "you made me," and they just want to disregard him, this is what they do with soldiers every day in every country, right? This is what happens across the world. It's not just America or whatever. It's every country who help out the states in wars or whatever it is, So, but getting back to the first point, I'm just tired of people hating on things and saying things are woke. It's like they have become what they hate the most, because I do think JWs, I don't call them SJWs, I call them JWs because that's what they are. Like, they are a thing. And then now these other group of people have come up to fight them, but they just do the same thing. They either hate on a show for just the opposite reasons. That's all it is in the end.
Well, they look for things. They look for the things to nitpick.
That's exactly right. Actively look. They're like, what is the woke about this scene? Let me find what's woke about this scene.
Nerdrotic was talking about
on it, make a video on it immediately. It's just like, dude, just enjoy the show.
Come on. Nerdrotic was talking about Loki.
It's impossible.
With Nerdrotic and Loki, he literally was like, "Oh, they made Loki afraid of the android's head when it got cut off. They demasculated him." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
What?
Yeah, like let me. I don't want to misconstrue his words. Let me pull
Holy God!
I wanted to get Paul about comic accurate though, and why that's where I was 3 years ago. I was right where you are, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm not I'm not like it's about time for race spending and stuff. But I think it helps. A lot of these properties were created when it can help. It's not in every situation.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
Yeah, it's situational, you know.
But I think it's a small.
Like it becomes tokenism. Do you understand? Like for me, it's actually racist to do some of this stuff, right? Because it's like you're just putting this person in a film that you're changing the character to black for the sake of tokenism.
Yes, that does happen, but you're also assuming the motive of every time. Sometimes there's just a really good actor that deserves a shot.
We're not going to assume it. Because the original Daredevil film, the original Daredevil film, they race swapped Kingpin, right?
Yes.
I had no problem with that. He was amazing as Kingpin. So was Vincent, and he was more traditional.
Fan four stick. Michael B. Jordan was the least of those problems. I think he was fine as John.
Yeah, I had no issue with that.
That movie should have never been made, and Michael Jordan was
the beginning of the movie was okay. It wasn't amazing. It's just that film got hijacked.
My issue with Nerdrotic's comments in that is that he said, "Well, if they're multi, racial, then they can't be a family. They're just a super team." But there's mixed families. There's adopted families. That is just a bad statement. But this is what he said. He said, Loki, the god of mischief who fought the frost giant, is scared of a severed robot head. Oh, this show is shit. Come on. Really?
They're biased. They have bias.
That's what Matt Jarbo's right. They look for it, right? It's
can we clip that?
Protoss, if you want to know the answer to that question, Protoss, go to my channel. There's a video called Jody Drama Part 2. You can watch the full thing there. I don't need to get into it on someone else's stream.
Can you say Jarbo's right full screen is for Matt?
What?
He really wants that clip.
No. That comment is correct. People they're people that look for woke culture and everything.
There are. Well, that's the thing, and that's no. It's fine. It's fine.
It's exactly the same as the JW is looking for racism and sexism and whatever in everything as well these days. There is this middle ground where there can be things where it's like, oh, this has gone to work. There is this middle ground where it's like it actually is sexist or racist. You can have that middle ground, and the people have lost the ability to come across and come into the center and be like, actually, this show is great. I'm not looking for trash in it. Either way of the pendulum. It's like, can't we just enjoy a show? Why can't we just enjoy it?
True.
It's just so dumb to me.
I think we have to do wait and see.
It's obvious. There is obvious obvious Hollywood tokenism in certain pop culture that you can literally see and go, oh, come on, man. Do you really need to be beaten up?
You can't assume it every time either, though. Sometimes it's... I got
a great example for you. Right? Black Klansman. I loved that movie. I laughed so hard in that movie. Dude, it's so funny. There's a part where he is on the phone talking to David Duke, right? And he starts putting on this Southern white American accent as a black dude, and he starts saying all this racist, horrible, horrendous stuff, and all the cops just start looking at him like, what is he doing? And he's just saying all this stuff, and I was laughing so hard because he was, he was mocking racism, right? He was mocking racists. But the end of that movie, right at the end, right? The director, I forget his name.
Spike Lee,
that's right. At the end, he could have ended it at this point, and I would have been like, this movie is fantastic. But then he has to draw the conclusion that it's the same today, and then he does all this Trump stuff at the end. And I'm like, dude, why? Is America the same as it is today that it was 50 years ago? This is that ruined it for me. It left a bad taste right at the end of the movie. For me, it left a bad taste for me because I get the whole movie was about this stuff and highlighting a real life event that happened, right? And it was like, and it was about highlighting how racism is stupid. That was the idea of it. You didn't need to draw a parallel to today's time to that time in America's history, because what Spike Lee is essentially saying. Yeah. What he's essentially saying is racism is the same today as it was back then. And I want to ask I'll ask the question, is America the same today towards black people as it was 50 years ago?
There is still
no way anybody can say yes to that.
There is still racism.
Right? Racism exists.
Yeah, but on that degree, though, I mean,
I think we can't straw man it and say that it's exactly that. There's varying degrees.
Yeah, and that's what Spike Lee did.
I appreciate an artistic stroke from a director. If that's what he feels, even if you disagree, I would rather him put it in it if that's how he feels. I'm totally okay with that.
I get it. But Spike Lee, this is the other thing too. There are certain directors that make a lot of things that every movie they make is about race, right? Yeah. Spike Lee's generally, majority of these movies are made about race. So we know what we're getting into when we watch that film, right. Okay? So I can see it from that perspective. This is what being a centrist is. It's very fun because you can actually go, oh, I don't like this, and I actually like this, and it can be from both sides. You see what I'm saying? It's very fun. Everyone should come into the center, not be extremists. But like,
right, I agree with that.
The thing is, it's like, for me, the end of that movie, it left a bad taste in my mouth because I was like, I really enjoyed it up to the point, and I'm not a Trumper, by the way. I just want to put that out there. The reason it left a bad taste in my mouth was it was like, oh, it's the same today. And I'm like, Spike, it's really not, dude. Like, you can't say that it's the same today just because Trump's in power. Literally, the same people that voted for Trump are the same people that voted for Obama. Like, so I'm just like, how is it the same?
I don't want to go too political with Paul, so we're going to.
I'm not trying to make it political. It's a very interesting. It's an example of woke culture, right? It's an example of like people are activists, and a lot of people, giving you the perspective of like people outside of the states. A lot of people outside of the states are sick of being beaten over the head with American racism. I understand that,
but I also, to begin my final, I don't want, because this leads into more political talk.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting conversation. I really like the conversation. It's just like, and the thing that hurts me though is I even have friends that say because Obama was voted president that means that racial racism can't be as bad as it is. And I totally disagree with that too, because there's very
well, those same people will then argue that because of Obama, race relations were even worse.
Okay, so I think we should end it there, though.
I've got an answer for Tavo, but we'll end it there.
No, I'm not saying that's not my thought, but like I've heard that from a lot of people.
Okay. I can give a perspective about why they think that, but we can go back to the pop culture. We'll get away from this. Yeah.
No, but I do agree with Paul that on both sides, there's extremes on both sides that need to chill out. Yes, that's very accurate.
Yeah, I feel like extremes are a bad place to be, and I feel like that's the same in pop culture. It's being extreme is like this. It crosses over all facets of human society, and you can be extreme in your fandom as well, and that's where we get toxic fandom from, right? Not going to call it cults. Just going to call it toxic fandom. It exists in every single fandom, and it exists in a varying degree in each fandom.
Here's what I say: if you go to the extreme, you're not actually a fan. You're just an idiot. So I think they ruin. They're not.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But here's Shifty Gizm. I don't know what he's talking about. There's an uproar over the Alien series, and that's what I was going to cover next.
Well, we kind of talked about that a little bit ago with the Noah Hawley thing. That's kind of, I think, what that's tying into.
Oh, okay. Let me finally bring up the topic. We got a little, and then I was only going to go a little bit longer. I know, Brian, this is happening. Brian called. He's like, "You're full of shit."
Oh, he's like, "Yeah, I'm only going to go for an hour." I'm like, "Sure, yeah."
Yeah. I keep saying that too. And it's like 4 hours.
Do you guys hold on? Do you guys know about the rumor that Megan Thee Stallion is in She-Hulk?
Nobody cares. Nobody even cares.
I just want to say this. Many people in my community know when you invite me on a stream, you wanting to have an hour-long stream is not going to happen. It's going to blow out, man.
Good note. Good note. Bye, Paul. No, I'm just kidding. You can't. No, Saggy likes. There's a lot of Paul supporters lately, which we appreciate. Right. I like what you're saying about mental health, and a lot of the things I kind of agree with you with. But what's this about the TV series? Why are people upset?
This series should just die, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so tired of
Here we go. You want to go? Dude. You want to hear? This is why I'm upset. Stop making Alien movies. Stop making Predator movies. Stop making Terminator movies. They are now worse. They are worse movies. Some franchises just belong in the time period they were made. Stop it. Get some help. Just stop it. Hollywood. Stop making films. Stop continuing films. Franchises don't need to exist beyond their time. It's like Jeff Bezos coming out and saying, "Oh, we need to reimagine James Bond." No, you don't. If James Bond isn't appropriate for today because of woke culture, whatever the hell, because of his chauvinism, whatever you want to call it, then just let it be in that time period and let people who enjoy Bond. Don't try to make him something that he's not. Bond is literally this: women, cars, gadgets, one-liners, and alcohol. The end. That's what Bond is. Yeah. Stop it. Don't reimagine it. That's what he is. You don't like it, stop making it. That's it. Yeah. That's his character. That's the core of his character, right? And Alien, it's like, stop it. Stop making. They made Prometheus, which was bad. They made Covenant, which was dog shit. I can't stop doing it. Covenant is one of the worst films ever made. Oh my god! Just stop making these shows. Stop destroying these franchises that I love.
Stop turning them into games, dude. Dude, the Alien Predator games are trash.
You're taking on my channel.
No, the Alien and Predator games are trash too. They need to stop trying to make these movies into games unless they're gonna do them good, and they've been doing them like dog shit.
Get this man a Snickers, okay?
No, it's
it's true though. I'm tired of all these freaking franchises that are just making them to milk a franchise. Hollywood is dry on fresh ideas. It's
limping that corpse along, man.
You know what's sad about that?
And then they make new movies like this new movie Tomorrow War, right? They make that movie 80% rating on Rotten Tomatoes by whatever stake you put on Rotten Tomatoes by audience is 80%, and then critics are panning it right. Some people, fat neckbeards, are saying, shout out, are saying that they don't understand it, and it's like, dude, they literally explain how this movie works in the movie. Like, just watch the movie, and it's an original idea and concept and interesting in some way, with heart that you don't actually expect. I'm giving it props. This movie, I really like this movie. It's not going to change your life, but it's a good movie. And it's actually interesting and different and new and not part of a franchise. It can just be one-off. The movies can be one-off. Why can't we have movies that are original, interesting? You know where people go insane for Nolan movies? It's because they're like, oh my God, it's going to be an original idea. What's going to happen in this movie? What is he going to do, right? Like, whether you like his movies or not is one thing, but at least he's making original ideas and concepts come to life. Like, that's one thing you can give Nolan and Tarantino, is even though Tarantino borrows a lot from like Asian culture and other movies, right?
Paul's Clout too. The viewership and everything went up when Paul's gone here. I like this Paul. Forget it.
Everyone's
forget about his channel.
Paul,
I tweeted it out, man. I was like, I said something like, it would come full circle on Max's channel now. So all my community.
I was at work, right? And I was yelling at my boss. I was like, can we hurry up? A legendary moment is happening and I need to be part of this. And I'm pissed that I'm here at work. So I was rushing my butt off to get here.
No, it's because you're clout chasing, Saggy. Stop lying.
I'm clout chasing every motherfucker.
Apparently, I have more clout than Max. So.
We're Rich. Get me on the show, Rich.
Can we not talk about Tenet? That movie was a snooze fest, bro.
Tenet was good.
I was not.
I'm going to disagree there. No, I disagree. I actually really liked the movie. I really liked it. And by the way, for the people that didn't understand it, right? He explains it when they're inside and they're going inverted in time and they're inside of that little canister, right? He explains what kind of time travel that he's doing in this movie, because there's two routes you can take for time travel. One is the paradox. One is the one where it makes a separate timeline every time you change something, right? And then this timeline continues, and this timeline that you've changed something goes and branches off, and that's what we get the multiverse theory from. The other one is it was always meant to happen, and so you have a loop, a time loop, where it's always meant to happen and it always will happen. That's what he chooses in Tenet. So once you understand,
I haven't seen it yet, so I have no idea.
To his explanation. That's
once
how
you understand
the impossible's done.
And that's
Paul's in the room, and Mad Max and Matt Jorbo are silent. He's running the show.
Like I respect you, Paul, but even listening to you, explain it.
But I'm just saying, like, sometimes sci-fi movies like aren't for everyone, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you can be bored during. I'm not saying you're insane for not liking this film, because liking something is subjective, right? There are objective truths, like The Last Jedi is a terrible piece of shit that ruined Star Wars. That's an objective truth. Subjectively, the reason why Rise of Skywalker happened is because of Last Jedi. So you want to say where we can define these things subjectively? You cannot like a movie, and that's fine. Okay, and like Tenet, you cannot like it because it's boring, or you don't, people don't get it. Some people don't like it because they don't understand it. Shout out to the fat netbead, and so that's what happens. So it is what it is, and some people just don't like Nolan in general. And I have one of those. By the way, I love Nolan. And one of my co-hosts on my show, Mike, does not like Nolan at all. None of his movies. So
this is not the research stream.
It's okay. It's okay to not like things. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what I was going to say is, so you don't like the Alien, where there are constant reboots. What about a TV series that does it different? That'd be interesting in that universe. I mean, that's where I'm like, okay, we're in the new era of streaming where they are experimenting with different types of storytelling in streaming series. Look at the MCU. Are you tired of MCU movies? The series have been doing something different. It's revitalized.
I kind of am. Like, to be honest, I agree with old mate Deacon Frost. Have you seen his comments yet? The guy that played Deacon Frost in Blade? Yeah, so I kind of agree with him. There's an oversaturation. We have 3 TV shows this year, and I think 3 Marvel movies. Is it coming out, or 2?
Let's see. You've got Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternal, Spider-Man. 4 movies, and there's
4
still more TV shows on the horizon.
Right, and then another.
There's
4 TV shows.
Marvel, What If, Hawkeye. Those 3. So you got 3 more shows.
So I'm very much thinking it's oversaturated. And and I'd be honest here, when Endgame happened and they kind of killed off like my 2 favorite characters, or removed them from the MCU, I was like, I'm good now, right? And then I watched Far From Home, and I'm like, this is a carbon copy of the first Spider-Man film. Like, I
like Far From Home, to be honest.
I'm kind of bored. I'm kind of bored with the MCU. This is true. Like, they did some interesting things in Foz, which got me interested. I did not like WandaVision at all, which I've said already. And I'm enjoying Loki so far, but like, it is what it is. Like, I kind of agree with him. I feel like it's oversaturated. And the other thing is, I feel like every movie that Hollywood, all the production companies, they all just want a franchise. So they're scrambling. And one day we're going to get someone trying to remake Back to the Future. And that's the day that cinema dies for me.
Who wanted to do it was the people that did Cobra Kai. They said, we know what to do. It's just we have to respect.
Well, I think Zemeckis has said that the rights die. Even the rights will go with him to his grave.
But the Cobra Kai creative team said, we know what we want to do. And I would think they would be really good with them, but
are they going to get? Want to do it? Yeah. Are they going to get Fox back?
Well, they're not going to do it because Zemeckis said no. But people, they said that's the next project they would want to do. They know where they would do with it, but they're going to respect Zemeckis.
I mean, Cobra Kai is like a masterclass in how to continue a series like years on, and they do it because they flip it on its head and they make Danny the villain. Right, so they do it very well. They write it very well, but I feel like it is a lightning in a bottle situation where they just had the right amount of time, the right writers to do the right thing with that series. That series. I don't know if every single franchise can be that.
Yeah, go sub to Brian, the master of support. He's a great guy. He really,
of support.
He's the master.
I'm doing a kid, I hold things very well,
Yeah, Saggy.
Wait, did you change your name to master?
No, he is the glue that holds the community together. He really helps everyone out. Go support. Forget Saggy's Clout.
Max, can you do me a favor? Because I'm getting a little triggered. Can you just move Paul's thing up so that I'm on the bottom? Because every time you put a thing, it just covers his face.
Okay. All right. Saggy wants to be on the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry this stream. You gotta put him with either with where Matt Jarbo is, and then switch me with Matt Jarbo. Play some Tetris. So move Paul where Jarbo is.
I'm doing here. Why want to? I'm switch up here.
Yeah, slide him over. Okay, and then slide me and Jarbo. There we
All
go.
right. Melon's on the bottom.
I was getting super. I hate when there's no symmetry. What's
is this just what's Hugh Jackman doing? He's tweeting this out.
I think it might. I don't know. I think it was an honor Richard Donner.
Yeah,
but I don't know for sure.
All right. Well, that's all. That's all there is. That story. You think?
I don't think Hugh Jackman could do a Wolverine now. At his, like he's
I know
getting
he
older.
could if he wanted to.
I mean, he could if he wanted to, but he's like at that. I think he's at that point in his career where he's just getting old, and he just the extensive workouts and stuff. I think he just wants to be a normal human being at this point, just relax, not have to work out for a role, and just be himself. And like, dude, I love it when these actors they get buff. And then they like take a break and like I see the pictures like, oh my God, this guy got fat. I'm like, yeah, because now he can. Do you know how hard it is to train to get these roles? Like, let them enjoy some friggin' fried chicken and friggin' ice cream all day, every day. Like, just let them live their lives.
Let them be a normal American.
In between,
right?
You know about Shifty Gizm is asking. We get it here on coolest import since Crocodile Dundee, Mr. In Between. Have you ever heard it? I have no idea what Shifty Gizm's talking about.
No, I haven't heard of that.
I gotta check that out.
I have a question for Paul.
This is the thing, like for us, we don't get stuff unless Netflix buys it, particularly from the studio, because Netflix has it. Netflix Australia has a different thing than Netflix America, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is we only get it if like another streaming service buys it. That's the other thing. So like HBO Max doesn't exist here yet. So I think our streaming service for that. Service, what was it? Some other streaming service bought the Zack Snyder's thing for it to go live that day, the same day as you guys got it, the Justice League. And the other thing is it happens if a network buys it here, so we don't get any CW shows here whatsoever. So guess what gets pirated here? This is just a fact of nature because the studios don't make deals or buy things, or like they bought the first 3 seasons of Arrow. Right, and they stopped buying it. So everyone in Australia had nowhere to go, and because it's not on DVD, you can't buy it. So they had to go pirate it. So
Geek Studios, shout out to Geek Studios. He's one of the best. He is the Here's the other mod. Geek Studios is doing his job. Thank you, Geek Studios, for being a. Go check out Paul's channel too, Geek Studios. He's one of the best guys on YouTube. Really does the mod thing legit. He's even plugging Matt Jarbo's channel.
Don't say that like that. That sounded so bad.
As it was coming up,
Matt, you just gotta stop talking sometimes.
Matt Jarbo in the chat.
I've gone past the hour. I didn't mean to say it like that. I did, and then I was like, I'm
are you tired? Are you tired?
No. We don't want to know who plugs Matt Jarbo.
Well, I love
no one.
broken.
I'm the one that does the plugging.
We don't want to know how the plunger broke.
Paul, I apologize.
We don't have anything else.
Look, the plunger died a natural death. Okay.
It
died a natural cause.
Did you know about his broken plunger? It's a legit, not what I was alluding to. He actually a toilet plunger he broke.
Yeah, we were streaming and I had to go to the bathroom, and then like I broke my plunger like in the process, and I came back and I'm like I broke my plunger, and it was like a running gag for a while.
Now he's second guessing.
He's like, why did I agree to do this? What am I doing?
I have one more movie topic, and then I have a very interesting topic that I don't even know I should comment on. This is more like a Saggy might do this on her channel. I don't even know if you heard about this yet. I saw someone tweeting about it. Okay, so let's do does anyone care? I care about this next one, but does anyone else care? Yet again.
What is it?
What happened?
Riddick 4. Riddick's coming. I think they should just do a TV series. I'm tired of the movies.
This is another franchise. I just wish it's over.
No, Saggy. Stop.
I like this better, Fast and Furious.
I'm sorry. I kind of agree with that. I've loved every single one of them that's been brought out.
It's all about family. It's all about family.
It's all about family. It is. It's all about family and his eyes. No, he owns the franchise, which is why I'm confident in this movie and it's going to go in Furio, which I'm really curious about. Look, these movies are dumb action films. They're not meant to be taken seriously. He literally tells someone that he's going to cut their head off and put it in a box, and he does it later on in the film. So, like, I mean, you know what you're getting. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Some people act very fast on that one.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't. That's. I don't want.
Where is Jarbo's stairs? Because that actually took you out of the game for a few.
No, but
That did. When they weren't my stairs, they were an apartment complex's stairs.
I like the series too. I think it's one of Vin Diesel's best. I think it's the one he tries to act the most in. Like the other things,
it's where he shines.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
My only complaint with 2013's Riddick is it felt like it was a bit too much of a rehash of Pitch Black. But I enjoyed the fact that it was also like watching a Dungeons and Dragons game play out, because there's a lot of world building in that movie.
I like
yes,
Pitch Black.
I agree with you.
Don't say this, Roosevelt Cavazos. I'm really looking forward to that movie. Don't tell me anything else about Tomorrow War.
Aren't they doing another Fast and Furious movie too?
They're doing 2 more.
Yeah, and
how are they doing this without Paul?
Without Paul Walker? I mean, they've done 8 and 9 without Paul Walker.
I know it's not the same without Paul Walker. I
they're doing Fast 9 or sorry, Fast 10, but it's gonna be part one, and then part 2.
There wouldn't be film elitist. I'll say this: there wouldn't be a Breaking Bad without Sopranos. Sopranos.
That's true.
I want
to watch the trailer for that new prequel.
Oh, dude, it's fire, dude. That looks amazing. I'm really invested in Sopranos, so yeah.
I never finished.
I never got into the Sopranos, but I was too young for the Sopranos. That's why.
Well, no, I watched it in my later life because I was like recommended. I'm not into gangster films or gangster movies. Like hot take. Scorsese's overrated, but I don't like gangster films in general. But The Sopranos, it hooked me. I really liked it.
Well, he also dealt with mental health too, like at the very beginning. I only saw the first few episodes.
Yeah.
Did you see Peaky Blinders, Paul?
No, it's on my. I've got it as a link to like as in on Netflix to watch. But there's so much. That's what I'm saying. There's so much content to consume these days and little time to consume it.
Geek Studios, I gotta have you on next time. Remind me on Twitter the next time I go live. I'll send you a link. I haven't had you on in a long time, because
I watched a little bit. Yeah, I watched a little bit of Peaky Blinders, and I thought it was pretty good. So I'm gonna have to. You're right though. There's so much crap that we gotta get caught up on.
Here's a hot topic that maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong that Sally would cover this. I don't know. It's not exactly movie related. It's woke.
Why do I have to cover
far. It's too far woke.
What's
I don't know. This might be too controversial. I don't know.
Jarbo's woke.
I mean, I'm awake.
Yeah, The Wire is excellent. I only just watched that, I think, last year for the first time. I binged that show. It's a really good show.
I just saw this on my
news feed. This is the Korean thing, yeah.
Transracial is a new I did not know.
It's not a new thing. It's not a new thing.
That woman that pretends she's black is like original.
And she lives like 5 hours from me. She lives in Eastern Washington.
Oh, jeez,
yeah, Rachel Dolezal. I'm like, I just want to go to Spokane and like go. Why?
This dude would immediately be canceled.
I have a question.
Of cultural appropriation. I thought
so here's the weird thing, right?
I do have a hot take on this, but you're not gonna like it.
All right, let's get Saggy first.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so in Korea, plastic surgery is a very common practice. Like when you turn a certain age, I think it's like 13 or 16, you get money for that goes towards your first plastic surgery. At least that's what some of them say. But hold on, but they do the thing where they try to look a little bit more Western. Like that's just Asian culture. Even in like Japan, like they try to make their eyes look more Western, and they try to do Western looks, and it's like weird because I don't know. It's like it's just weird, but I personally don't really like think it's a bad thing. Like how people make it seem like they're trying to appropriate culture, because like I don't care if like listen, my nephew growing up. Mind you, I'm a black woman, and I have people who are white. So my nephew, growing up, one time he was asked like, "What did he want to be when he grew up?" And he's like, "I want to be a black guy." And we're just like, "What?" Like, but he has black relatives, so he wants to look like his uncles and aunts. I don't think it's like it might be weird to some people, but I don't get offended. I don't think it's a huge big deal. Like if you idolize a culture and you're respectful about it, I don't find it personally a big thing, but that's just my personal preference. Although, however, I do see why people are offended. But I usually see like cosplayers when they do certain characters. Like there was a cosplayer, I think she was German, she was cosplaying as Michonne from The Walking Dead, and she did do, quote, blackface. Now, I understood why people were upset, but I'm like, I don't think she was. I understand it's a problem. Blackface was a problem in history, but when you're doing it for a custom and you're doing it to be accurate, because most cosplayers want to be accurate as possible. I'm a cosplayer.
I want to ask Jarbo something. Is this like a straw man argument from the anti-SJW who's trying to say like, oh, this is how crazy the woke crowd is? It's not really a thing.
They are. I've seen some arguments that try to make that claim.
Because that happens a lot.
The reason, the biggest reason is that the average, like the general population of people who don't know much about trans people, a lot of them, to an extent, they grew up with the binary, and that's what they're comfortable with. And so it's like as we start getting more comfortable as a society with trans people, then it's they'll probably get around to it eventually.
I do want to hear Paul's take though, because he was making faces. I'm like, oh, Paul's got something.
No, what I'm talking about is like, I find it the whole thing to be, I personally find it to be ridiculous. I think it's more of an attention-seeking thing on Ali London's part, this particular person's part. I viewed as being attention-seeking. Rachel Dolezal and Sean King, those are two people that are like, I think, in it for the benefit, like the social benefit of playing up that angle. But it's such a weird thing because
hang on. Do you think there's a social benefit to being black?
I think I think it's on an individual level, and I think how it's individually applied. So in the case of Rachel Dolezal, she used that as a way to apply for loans for African Americans in college. So she was able to financially benefit off of claiming that. She then became black presenting, and she used that as a way to get jobs. And she used that, same thing with Sean King. Sean King, his parents are white. He is white. He claims his mother cheated on his father with a black guy, and that's how he looks, but like his mother denies it. And so he's also, again, claimed that, and he's used that as a way to kind of get ahead in the social justice sphere. And a lot of people call him, the names that they have for him are really funny. Like Talcum X is hysterical.
I heard that one.
Because the guy's a piece of shit. The guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, he is a piece of shit.
So it's like I'm pretty left leaning on a lot of issues, but I'm also a realist in a lot of other ways, and then you look at this kind of stuff and it's like, what does someone do with it? If someone like Saggy was saying, your nephew wants to be black, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he wanted to grow up to be black.
Okay, so but that's a different situation. That is not a financial benefit. That is something that's going to, or a social benefit. The benefit there would be to be closer to family. You know what I mean? So it's like, that is something to where it's very much, I would say, more appropriate. And, but then again, it's like society where we are now is never going to have that hard discussion about what it means to be transracial, if that's even a thing. Because what happens is you get a lot of the far left woke crowd that will argue that it just invalidates the trans experience. But I'm like, wait a minute, if one person can feel one way and that's valid, but this person feels another way and that's invalid, where do you draw the line and how do you get to that metric? And that is that is the tough question and the tough debate to have. A lot of times, though, people are ruled by fear and they don't actually want to ask those questions.
Longa's here. Hey, Longa.
But no, see, here's my thing. A lot of things people don't realize they're doing are cultural appropriation. Like, for instance, gauges.
Me too.
You know how people have gauges? That's a thing that was it's part of a tribal thing.
We'll have you on next time, Longa.
Yeah, so having gauges is something that was adapted from somebody's culture. They do it for cultural purposes, things like that. And now, like I said, if you're appropriating somebody's culture because you respect it, then I don't have a problem with it. But like Jarbo said, if you're using it to get social gain, then yeah, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I don't, because you have to look at the anime community, the weebs, right?
We know.
We idolize.
Oh, weebs.
We have to have a real hug box. We have to hug it out, all of us together. Me, you, Jarbo, Paul, Saggy.
I don't think anyone's gonna hug out. What are you talking about? I'd hug Paul, but he's across the damn world. How are we gonna hug Paul? Are we gonna cyber hug him?
Get on the plane.
That didn't sound right. Don't
sending cyber hugs, Paul, I guess.
Yeah.
Great. It's great. Saggy wants to cyber with you now, Paul.
Oh, don't start rumors. Don't start rumors for the love of God. Don't start that. Don't.
Whatever. I'm not greasy, Lunga. I take showers.
I don't know.
You wash your wash though.
All right, last topic, and then we'll
I didn't get to say anything. That's sad.
I know. Paul didn't get to say his piece on it.
That's
let,
good.
let Paul say his piece. Let Paul say his piece.
Taking over my damn show, Paul.
Paul speak.
Okay. All right. This is what everyone wants. Bye. All right. Bye.
Max is all like, if I'm not in the room, I can't take any accountability.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true. That's what he's doing. No, I'm with Zeta. I take a central point of this. People can do whatever they want. This is how I feel about this particular thing. Do whatever you want if it makes you feel happy, but don't try and force it on other people. And please don't target children with it. That's my big issue with the if we want to talk about the trans community, that's my big issue with the trans community at the moment, is that there's segments, not all of them. I want to make that clear. There are segments of them targeting children. I don't like that. I don't think that's right. Right? If you're over 18, do whatever you want with your body. You can do whatever you want.
Are you talking about like the drag queens or like that 11-year-old that does drag?
I'm about targeting children with hormone therapy.
Oh, yeah. See that? Well, this is funny because I have two daughters, right? And we are talking.
Here's a logical thing for me.
Yeah.
They can't vote. They can't have sex. They can't drive a car. They can't drink alcohol, but they can have a sex change operation.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm with you there.
Sorry, no. So that's my issue with that. Put that to the side for a moment. My issue with this, the transracial thing is, and I actually agree with you, Jabo. The problem with this is I think, therefore I am. It comes back to that, right? So what people think they are, can we in a society, right? We live in a society. Thank you, Draco. Can we in a society allow for people to think therefore they are, right? Because if people think they are a certain race, like what Jabo just said, what is it on the trans community to tell people that they can't identify as that race, right? Why is that racist? Because this is the TERF argument, and if anyone knows what TERFs are, this is the TERF argument for trans women. This is the same argument that they make towards trans women. Okay, so and the trans community hates TERFs in general because they make this argument. But the problem is that now transracial people are making the same argument that trans women make, and it's not okay. So this is a problem. Okay, so we don't like Talcum X because he basically makes money off the back of racism, basically.
I know, Stowed Up, you're right. I think Paul is masterfully dancing around it, but I'm just like, I don't really want to talk about. I'm interested. What you brought the topic up. That's what I'm saying. No.
Like this transracial thing, I don't like it. I don't think it's like. But the thing is, it's like that's my opinion on it. But my big issue is, I think, therefore I am. So this is a problem that we currently have in society, and so we have to address this. And it's the best way to, in my opinion, in the centrist view, the best way to address everything is in open forums and allowing people to speak their minds, whether they disagree or not, because every perspective should be heard, and then the consensus should happen from there, right? So the only way to solve these problems in society is more speech, not less speech, and cutting people off because they're perceived as hate speakers, right, is I don't think the way to change people's hearts, because what do? They just have children and they teach them the same thing, right? So the way to stop hate is actually more speech, not less speech. Okay. So that's how I feel about these things in general, from the centrist perspective.
Okay, thank you, Paul. That I appreciate.
I agree with Paul.
Arguments. It's just I realized when I said, should I cover this topic or not? Maybe I should cover it. Paul should. I'm like,
my thing here with Paul is like I agree, and I've said this many times. Like as part of somebody who's part of the
thank
LGBT
you, Ryan, for
community,
trying to talk about face huggers. Yes.
Being part of the LGBT community, having a lot of transgender friends, things like this, like. They're glad that they waited to make this decision because, like I said, this is a life-changing decision for most people, and you can't go back. So you're telling me, Paul made great points. They can't drink, they can't smoke, they're not, all this stuff, but they can make a life changing decision at my age.
That they can't reverse, mind you. It sterilizes most.
Right, exactly.
Okay. You're giving very thoughtful comments. I don't mean to cut off the conversation, but maybe that was too big of a topic. Whoa.
Well, are you Saggy?
Oh, yeah, no, it is a big topic.
Are you?
But yeah,
I didn't even mean to highlight that. I meant to click
for the
this.
record. Wait, no, let me answer the question. Let me answer the question. Lunga, you already know because you sucked it last night.
Oh God.
In your face.
All right, let's get back to a happier topic.
What the fuck?
You guys want to talk about Megan the Stallion being in She-Hulk?
Thank you, Ryan.
Wait, hold on. Can I confess that I first thought her name was Megan Three Stallion?
Get out, Jarbo. Bye.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Like I thought it was Megan Three Stallion, and then I saw someone say, "No, it's Megan the Stallion." I'm like, no, that's not accurate.
What does everyone think of this?
This is Wop.
That's
a new Star Wars alien.
Did you see Star Wars Visions, the trailer?
Yeah, it's an anime alien. There's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, it's Locke. Her name is Locke.
These weeb haters are gonna obviously get on the train, but who cares? It's an interest, dude. It's different. It's interesting. Yes. It's unique and original. Why can't people just be like, "This is interesting. Let's see how it turns out." You can hate it after.
According to Matt Jarbo, this is
adorable. I think
this is Zootopia anime Rule 34 nonsense or something. Jarbo, is that what you thought?
Dude, everything, dude, Jarbo, everything.
Yeah, I know everything is Rule 34. I have Rule 34. There is Rule 34 of me.
Jeez.
You're lying. You're lying.
I don't know what.
Do you want to see it, RJ?
No, I don't.
I do.
Do you want to see Matt Jarbo Rule 34? It exists.
I do.
People got crazy 3 years ago. Let's just be fair.
Tuning in.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Is there Rule 34 of you and the neckbeard? The other neckbeard?
Not that neckbeard. Other neckbeards.
I kind of want to see it.
Oh my God!
Actually, there is one of.
Is there one of the two?
No, it's not one of the two. It's not one of the two. It's Reviewtech.
I need to see this.
So it's from a long time ago. No.
Is there one of Film Gob?
I do have to go to bed. It's almost midnight for me.
Wait, what about Film Gob?
Oh, God.
I was like, is there one of Film Gob and Jody? Because that would be funny.
I don't know, but Jody's clearly the bottom.
I do agree with Rhea, though. I think Locke is going to save the Star Wars franchise and animation.
Thank you.
I look. I mean,
I love how Jay tries to drag it back. He's
hold on. Wait. That it's like WAP, WAP.
No, LOP, Locke.
Oh, LOP. Okay. I thought it was WAP. I'm like, all right. They're getting a little freaky, kinky in Star Wars here. That's a wet ass P word.
Oh my God. This is Movie Madness Entertainment, where I should have ended 30 minutes ago. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Thanks, Paul.
Where's our plugs?
Wait, Max, why do you look like a boomer Dr. Doom right now?
Because I am. I was going to go an hour. Brian called it. He's like, "You're full of shit."
Yeah, I did.
Where is our plugs?
No, I was the one who called you out, Max. I called you out.
RJ, you did. Yeah, you both did.
But Max, where's our plugs? You're supposed to do the YouTuber thing. What the hell are you doing?
Ask Matt where the plugs are.
I'm trying to clutch these.
Etsy.
Plunger.
I'm doing a big stream tomorrow, everyone.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, Saggy, you end the stream. I didn't shrink my hoodie.
I'm streaming with Tommy Tellerico tomorrow. He can explain why he super chatted Max $50 and never.
We'll end the show too, Saggy. I need your clout. Give me some clout.
No. You will get no clout from me. Tommy Tellerico's bringing clout to me tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. And don't unsubscribe from Mad Max.
Never mind. Bye, Saggy. All right, Paul, you end the stream. Thanks for seriously. Say this is Movie Madness. I'm out. I don't know if I'm coming back. Whatever you want to say. Say check out my channel. I don't know about Mad Max. Maybe you should second guess your life if you're here. Is what I've heard from the chat. Do whatever you want. End the show.
Well, Film Leader subbed after I gave him to it, so he can do it. That's good. Film Leader did it, so that's good.
What is this, RJ?
I just
messing around. No.
Okay, sorry. I thought you wanted to show something. I didn't mean to interrupt. Okay, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, this is Movie Madness, and yeah, I'll be back if you have me.
You will be back. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
we'll pimp your channel at the end, at least. We're out.
Oh yeah, it's up there. There you go.
There you go.
That's it. That's its name right here.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't plug it, man. I barely remember to plug my own channel, like people to sub and like in my own streams, because I don't fly that way. I just do my thing, and people like it, they'll sub or subscribe.
Matt never forgets to plug. Ask his plunger. Bye.